Hello, heroes, and welcome back to the guild. All right, I put it up. I know somebody said cultist, but then I had a couple other people message me over on Discord. They wanted to see a tank, so we are doing a tank. So I've got everything for the most part set up for a tank. Hi, Keegan. I see you. You can stop saying hi now, but I appreciate it. Thank you. Um, let's see here. We are going to go tanking with this guy. So first and foremost, we need to get him all the way up to level 10 so that we can pick that. Before we start doing our quests, I did get us the lag spike. Hold up. I don't know why we're having lag all of a sudden. What the heck? Hold on. I know I told it to stop doing it, but for whatever reason, sometimes it reboots doing downloads over on Steam. So let's make sure Steam's not doing something dumb, like trying to download stuff. And then we'll get into this. Nope, everything's paused on Steam. Okay. There we go. But yeah, so we're gonna go grab our XP buff, and then we're going to get right on into leveling our tank. Like I said, we're going to try... I decided to make this guy back over on the Horde side, because we've played quite a bit on the Alliance, so I wanted to have something back over on the Horde. I figured this was a good opportunity to do it. Let's see here. That's not what I wanted. I needed the mailbox. Grab you. Delete. Boom. All right. And then let's clicky that. There we go. All right. So, we haven't played a Sun Cleric in a very, very long time. I don't even know what kind of professions we're going to need for this guy. Yeah. So it looks like wood cutting would be good for the shields, mining and blacksmithing for the gear. So at a certain point, we will get both of those, or all three of those professions picked up. Ooh, dang, so far, level 1, we hit like a truck. Yeah, we're two-shotting these bats. Holy cow. Even our pyromancer wasn't doing that. Maybe Sun Cleric is a little overpowered with the spellcasting, I think. About to hit level 2. For the others that were a little worried because I had 2 days of non-streaming in a row, because usually what I do is take Sundays off. Or not Sundays, Thursdays off. So Thursday was our we don't do anything because it's my mid-shift stuff. What's up, Cyber? Yeah, easy mode so far, man. It's great. But Thursdays are usually my days where I don't stream. It's kind of like my reset day. Like I might play games, but I usually play like either solo stuff or I play stuff with Devin or I just hang out with family, whatever's going on that allows me to kind of just have a relaxation day. And then usually we would have streamed yesterday after work. However, my brother-in-law was kind enough to take me to go watch Scary Movie 6. I would say as far as movies go, it was kind of middle of the road, if I'm being perfectly honest. It wasn't, the thing that you're going to go home and rave about, but it's definitely worth watching if you're a fan of those kinds of things. Um, but yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where, honestly, I would recommend if you can get it, if you can, wait until you see it pop up on TV to watch it versus going to the movie theater. It's definitely not one I would recommend paying to go watch, but all in all, it was a good movie. I feel like there were some things that they could have done differently, but that's just me trying to be nitpicky. I think what I like is the fact that we started off with a heal and a damaging skill. Yeah, my nephew wanted to go watch that. So that's probably what we'll end up going and watching next. I'm a huge fan of like the content that's been put out on like YouTube and like video games and stuff like that for the back rooms. So I would probably enjoy it just because of that. I'm not a huge like scary movie kind of guy, to be honest. But yeah, I mean, I would definitely like to go see it, and I've heard that it was pretty good as well. One of my managers at work went and watched it a couple days ago, or yesterday, or I forget when she said that she went and watched it, but she's gone and watched it and said it was a phenomenal movie. But we'll see. We'll see. I don't know when we'll go do that, but it'll definitely be something that we go and do at some point. Jeez, spellcaster on this must be super good because we're hitting so ridiculous hard. I actually really like the add-on that tells me where all the world forged items are. Somebody was saying in one of the comments that Ascension banned this add-on. I don't know why they would ban it. Like, it gives you a reason to go out and try and find stuff. But if one of the devs hits me up and says, "Hey, man, we banned that. Can you please delete it? Don't promote it." That kind of stuff. I'd be more than happy to do it. But as of right now, yeah, I mean, it's a phenomenal add-on, and I would recommend it to anybody that's trying to get World Forged items or get Mystic Enchants if you're over on Bronzebeard. I kind of miss the loud, like, bang noise that this spell used to make. I guess a lot of people were complaining because you could hear this spell go off for a good distance away from your character. It was crazy. Did you check the site I sent you on Discord? Oh, for the when you were talking about the trinkets, I did it work. I just haven't re-pulled it back up here on my home computer. I need to do that. Thank you for reminding me. I'll have to do that after this stream and go look at it and see what's up. I feel like loot collectors should have a way to go in and be like, I only want to look at, you know, A, B, and C. You know what I mean? Don't go outside of my range when I'm trying to kill you, you stupid bat. I thought I had way more liquid in here because of how much ice I put in my cup today. But I think it was only half full. Alright, there we go. Just need this last bat, and then we get to go turn everything in. I feel like we're cruising pretty good so far. I'm not sure how long I'll be streaming tonight. Usually, like on a night like this, since I don't have work tomorrow, I usually go a little bit longer. So we may be going for quite a bit. I don't know. Loot Digger is probably more of a collection of items than just similar to Gather. Yeah. But like, there is a way. Hold on, and I'll pull it up real quick. Grab that. That's fine. Let me. Pick up all these other quests here. And then we're gonna vendor and then try and level up our stuff here. But like some of the stuff that you can get in there, we don't really need agility, but it's got better armor rating right now. We'll take it, it's fine. But like no, it's not gonna let me do it that way. That's not what I want. It is interface add-ons. So like loot collector, you can like hide all and scale and all that stuff, but there should be a way to be like behavior and sharing. There should be like a way to change like what I'm looking for, right? Classless, COA. Oh, here we go. Hold up. Wait a minute. There is a filter specifically for COA. So we've already picked up both of those. So now it won't show us any of the mystic enchants, which is nice. Wild card and Bronzebeard. But like, I would like it if I go. We're playing the tank version of this, so I'd be nice if I could go. I'm only looking for, certain types of weapons that have certain types of stats. I'm looking for shields. I'm looking for this type of armor, that kind of stuff. Like I really wish I could break it down that far, and hopefully the one that you sent me, Tiber, hopefully that's something that I can break down a little bit more, or at least have a better way to search it. Because like the other Discord channel that I have that gives me the options of looking for stuff like that is, yeah, I can type, I could click Death Knell, or I could click uh uh what the heck is the greater area called? Tristful Glades. I could click that and say I'm looking for anything with intelligence on it. And yes, it will pop up everything with intelligence, but it will also pop up anything that is way above my level that has intelligence in the area. So if there's a level 54 piece out here somewhere, which I doubt, but if there was, it would pull that too and go, oh, hey, you could collect this. You'll never be able to wear it, but you could collect it. And so, like, I'm kind of hesitant on that. We're about to hit level 4. But it's nice to know that Loot Collector does have one that's specific to COA. Or technically one that's specific to each server. So, that's good to know. Technically. Oh, that's crazy. I'm going to have to keep this hammer, because that +5 blacksmithing, when we start learning blacksmithing, is going to be OP. Here's what's crazy. I haven't even thought about stopping. Like, I mean, I've thought about it, but I haven't had a reason to actually stop and start learning new skills. Like, I'm this one spell that we have right now is just absolutely dominating. We already grabbed that. We already grabbed that. It says that there is a bag there, book there. We need 2 more skeletrons. So I've been thinking about it, and I think we need to have, for streaming purposes, let's just say I stream 6 days out of the week, right? Let's just say Thursday's my only day, typically, that we don't do anything, right? So I feel like there should be 1 day where we work on the pyromancer, still trying to figure it out and maximize it and all that fun stuff. And then there should be 1 day where we work on our tank and try to, or work on tanks so that every time we hit 35 with a tank, we just start a new one, right? And we just continue to build it up that way. I didn't even look at what these skills give me. One of them is a passive ability, I believe. Alright, what did we get here? Devotion of Grace. Place a devotion on a friendly target, restoring mana, so that's a buff. Vow of Light. Direct damage taken or direct healing done by you generates 1 solar power and heals the nearest nearby ally equal to 25%. Fulfillment doubles. Okay. So is this like... Oh, that's another buff. Okay. So that one can go down there. Vow of Radiance. Direct ability damage or healing generates 2 solar power and damages or healed and damage or heals for an additional 25% of the amount. So what's the difference? This one generates 1 solar power and heals the nearest nearby ally equal to 25% of the amount. This one, direct ability damage or healing generates 2 solar power and damages or heals for an additional 25% of the amount. I don't understand the difference between these. Requires 20 solar power. There. Let's backtrack a little bit. Let's pick that up. We can actually go back and pick up that bag here in a minute because you can sell that bag. It's one of the rare bags that can be sold. And then this is a 1-use potion. This used to be an infinite use potion instead of a one-time use, but they changed it for some reason. Because it's only good until it's not. Oh, we're starting to run a little low on mana with these guys. That's pretty crazy. Okay, there's 7 of 8. We'll go ahead and grab that one. Oh, nope. So he's going to run right out of our range there. We can grab this one. Sadly, you can't just search for a specific stat in the Worldforge site. Just slot type, armor class, level bracket, rarity, and by zone. Okay. But still, I mean, that's still pretty darn decent to be able to do that. Because if you think about it, if you're able to search it just by a slot type, and it's like, okay, I'm looking for specifically a a shield, right? It's going to show me all of the shields, which is still better than me having to go in here and be like, is this a shield? Can I wear this shield? Is it, what does this shield give me? Like, you know what I mean? And pop. If that's all 5. I don't really feel like we need this back piece, do we? Nature resistance, hit rate. I'm sure we'll find better pretty quick. Actually, I think that one's going to be better because this one heals nearby based on the amount done. This one will increase our amount of damage or heals. No, we'll keep this one because that one heals us for doing damage, whereas the other one requires us to heal ourselves. So we should be okay there. I said this. It's so annoying that that dude will keep moving around while you're trying to talk to him. Man, I was super, super hot. I was, as soon as I got home today, I was helping sister get some stuff cleaned up around the house. And it was nice and sunny and hot outside. So I, of course, was getting nice and hot and all that fun stuff. And now that I'm sitting here, I'm like, geez, I'm getting a wee chilly. We'll take the -3 agility. It's fine because we're gonna get a giant increase in armor. Definitely don't need cloth. We do want two-handed weapons, so I guess for now, I think. I don't know. I'm half tempted to just hold on to what we got. If we get anything else, yay. And then we just go on from there, you know? Okay. Jumpity 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 jump. Oh, good. Somebody took all these guys out, and as long as they don't respawn super fast, I should be able to run in and grab that shield and see if we can go ahead and wear it now. Yay! So far, this dude's actually pretty strong. Oh, I definitely will, Tiber. I'm gonna check that out as soon as the stream's over, so that I have more attention that I can just kind of devote to it. and get it all figured out. Because if it's something that I can like pull up on my phone or have pulled up on the second monitor or something like that, to where when we get to max level, you know, we go, oh, okay, now we need to look for this, we need to look for that kind of thing. I'd like to know how to do it so I'm not goofing around trying to figure it out on the fly. So I will definitely be checking it out when the stream's over. I went and I did a quick little look-see-loo while I was at work and didn't have anything else to do today. And then was like, oh man. And then yeah, went and completely forgot about it until you said something. So downside to how my brain works is if it's not something I'm thinking about right then and there, I plumb forget about it. I'm terrible like that. Da, da, da. I know if I fight one of those, I'm going to end up pulling all three, and I don't really need to fight all three. I just need one more. And there we are. I'll have to turn this in so that we can come back and wait for Captain What's-His-Face, and then we get to go up here and do all this. We're actually flying through this a lot faster than I had anticipated. I don't know why I thought Sun Cleric was going to take a hot second to get going, but this spell, I think they've overdone just a little. Now, am I going to go complain about it? No, not at all. We'll wear that for now, till we can get some higher armored gloves. Okay, so that's just going to be pure money there. We're about to hit level 6. So we're slightly ahead of the curve, because I think you normally, like if we weren't running the Aura of Experience, I think you would be up here by like right at level 5, halfway through level 5, somewhere in that ballpark you would be up there. I don't think you would be 6 by the time you got up there. Really? Witch Doctor does? That's crazy, because I feel like I've seen some like super good witch doctors. I remember Devin and I both tried the witch doctor in alpha, and back when we could wear heirloom gear in alpha, and holy cow, man, all you had to do with the witch doctor was, as soon as you got your first little dot at like level 2 or level 3, you would literally just run around and dot stuff and just make sure that your dot was staying on them, and you would obliterate, you know, 5-6 targets at a time, as long as you just kept running, because they wouldn't catch up to you, because the dot also had a slow at the time. Now, I'm trying to get comfortable in this chair. It's a great chair, but it's a hard one to get comfortable in, because I feel like it leans too far forward for me. And there we go. Don't have to fight anything else. Gift of Zeal. Agility increased by 3. Ugh, I appreciate it, but I don't think agility is going to be a stat we are worried about. staff. I checked some of your VODs about Alpha. You were way too overtuned there. I don't know if it was the heirlooms or monsters being weaker, but player power seemed about 100% weaker compared to previous versions. I will say heirlooms really do make the difference. You hit so much harder, you get so much more XP, you level 1,000 times faster, because total amount of XP you get, let's just, I mean, if you break it down, this gives you 50%, the potion gives you another 25%, so that's 75%. And then with all the heirloom gear attached, you get like another 70% on top of that. So you're looking at about 145% increased XP rate. And back before they changed the aura, this was 150%, and the potion was 50%. So you were actually at like 270 to 275% XP gain. All of your stats were increased by a significant number. And so you weren't really worrying about stuff. You were just breezing through content because you were one-tapping stuff at, you know, level 1 through 10. It didn't really start making you really think about like your rotation and distancing and all that until you got somewhere around like 15. And then after that you were doing dungeons, and it didn't matter anymore because you had a healer or you had a tank or you had, you know, DPS, whatever, trying to help out. So I watched your Rune Master 1 to 10 in Alpha. You killed monsters in 3 hits. In Beta, it took a while to down a mob in current iteration. Yes. Yeah, you put on, and the issue back then too, and I guarantee you, if the Rune Master, when I did the caster from 1 to 10, or just in general, I guarantee you, with the way they changed the stat requirements, we would have probably killed it in 2. I like how I did damage, but his health bar didn't move. Really? Okay, everything else is the same, it's fine. Yeah, Alpha was vastly easier, and I think part of that is why they don't allow us to have heirlooms off the rip in beta at all. Like, you just cannot do heirlooms because they want you to really test the skills out versus just having an easy path to 35. And then I think they also lowered the aura and the potions, because even without heirlooms, you had an aura and a potion running, and we still would have hit 35 probably in call it 4 hours, 5 hours tops. And that's if you were going somewhat slow without professions. If you had professions and you knew the right route to go, you'd probably hit 35 within 2 hours. So I don't know. I'm kind of enjoying the leveling experience that they have going in here. Let us mana up. Okay, bam, gotcha. I almost feel like the Sun Cleric got the Paladin treatment from retail. Just make it overpowered and keep it overpowered, you know? Because it's been a strong class for a while. Oh, I got stunned. It did. That's fine. Keep hitting me. I'll just self-heal. Thank you. Here's a two-handed sword if we wanted to go that route for now. I'm also guessing that our tank form requires a sword and board style play. It could be a dodge mechanic style with a two-handed weapon. I don't know. I haven't even looked into it in the beta version, so I swear when I did one in alpha that it was a sword and board style, but I could be wrong. Problem I have at this point is I've played all 21 classes up to at least level 20 to 30 in alpha, so that I could do those tier videos, and they all have slowly just kind of melded into each other at this point. Hello. It's good that I don't see a lot of people up here, though, because of the spawn rate that a lot of these guys have. It makes it very hard to get some of this done. Oh, look, I see another person. But I think they're done with the quests, so... Which is fine. We're gonna keep taking out targets. It doesn't bother me any. Let them be done with it. Three more. We'll have to sit and mana up after this one, I think. Oh, we didn't even get to finish that fight before we needed to mana up. No, bueno. Ooh, it's gonna rain soon. I'm hoping that it doesn't mess with the internet. If we go down, guys, just know that it's because the storm started and then it's messed with the internet in the area. Yeah. But anyway, so talking about scheduling earlier, again, this is how my brain works. What I'm thinking about doing is we get one day where we work on a tank, we get one day where we work on a healer, we get one day where we work on our pyromancer, and then one day that we work on other casters, and then we figure out what to do the other 2 days or whatever. Or we work, since it's 6 days, we do 2 days as a tank, 2 days as a healer, 2 days as our DPS style, whether that's, caster or melee or whatever, and we just keep doing that. I know you're busy and all, but you should sometimes check out Pole Duck streams when he does PvP. Could lend a thing or two learn a thing or two from meta builds and keybind macros. Like, he played Guardian today. Oh boy, I did not expect it to do that much. Guardians are beasts, man. I've seen Guardians that have walked the flag being attacked by like 5 things and shrugging off those attacks like they weren't there. Like, it's ridiculous. Hey, look, we can wear a crossbow. That's cool. But then I've also gone up against Guardians that were stupid weak in PvP to where I was able to just absolutely body them with garbage, garbage gear and stats and having crappy, keybinds and not moving the camera properly and all that fun stuff. I think the next character I build for PvP purposes is going to be a Chrono Mage. Just for that ability to stun stuff for how long they can stun stuff. Surprised we haven't hit level 7 already. Jeez. Okay, got the Major Domo key. And fall down.
What do you require? Be quick about your business.
Boom. Judgment Day. Bring judgment upon all nearby enemies, disorienting them for 30 seconds, 8 seconds for players. Damage dealt will end the effect. Affected enemies take 50% increased damage from your next instance of damage. That's that shield that stuns us in PvP. Oh, I wasn't paying attention to which way he was breathing. Thanks, Ranger. I appreciate that, buddy. Thought Guardian was a tank class, but both the support and DPS build destroyed squishies in 1 or 2 rotations once engaged upon. Yeah. The only issue I have with Guardian is the fact, unless they've changed it, because I haven't touched a Guardian since Alpha, but... Oh, we didn't kill the Hound. Whoops. The only issue I had back then is that all 3 specs required a sword and a shield. And I'm just like, that doesn't make sense to me unless all 3 builds are designed for tanking. Like, if you had a Healy spec and a tank spec and it required, a sword and a shield, so to speak, then yeah, absolutely that would make sense because you would just change out, strength stamina for, what you call it, int spirit and be okay. But the fact that it has all 3 specs requiring a sword and shield just, I don't know, it's weird. Da, da, da. I haven't tried the melee witch hunter yet. It's on my bucket list, but haven't tried it.
And you are.
See, unique two-handed, unique mace. Yeah, none of that gives me anything, so it's going to be money at this point.
I haven't got all day.
Speak quickly.
Level 8. Okay. Off towards, we're going to swing by and grab that bag real quick, but off towards, Brill now. Or Death Knell, rather. Or, no, it's Brill. Brill. Yeah, Brill. Have not tried the melee yet either. I'm currently rocking the Hound one. Yeah, that's what we did, was the Hound. I will say I've run a few dungeons with some witch hunters that were the bolt slinger, and holy cow, the amount of damage they were outputting was insane. Oh, let's see, level 8. Rejuvenating rays chosen by the light. All right, while we're running, we can go look at those now. Chosen of the Light. Become Anshi's Chosen One, reducing your damage taken by 50% for 8 seconds as a 3-minute cooldown. Taking damage while below 50% health will instantly heal you for 10% of your maximum health. So this is like your, oh crap, I'm going to die. Pop this so that you get a giant heal right off the rip. And then we have Rejuvenating Rays. Call down Rejuvenating Rays in an area for 1 minute, restoring 1% maximum health and mana per second. This effect is stronger based on how long you stay in the area. Oh, we forgot to grab that bag. Hold on. Run it back. Okay. Remaining in the area for at least 10 seconds will remove all diseases from allies inside. Cannot be used in combat or indoors. Does not work on allies in combat. So that's just, if we start running low on mana, we can pop this to get our mana to come back up, as well as some health. So not really a heal, but good enough for horseshoes and hand grenades, I feel. Alright, so I think we've collected all, except for the back piece that's in the spider place, but I think we've collected everything we can from there. But this guy is worth 5 silver, which is nice. I want to go wardrobe. Shields, specifically. Move this so I can... Aha! The card is coming. Stop moving. Boop. There we go. Okay. That kind of fits. That definitely does not fit. Kinda. Like, I need that shield. That thing is just dope looking. That's only available on the Bazaar. I like this shield too, but it wouldn't fit this build at all. That's a dope shield too. Holy cow, I like that. This is found on the auction house or web shop. And you got this one that's the even crazier version of it. Alright, I'll just go with this shield for now. Should be okay. Alright, out of the vehicle. Then we're gonna run up over here. We're gonna grab Guado's quest. Or not Guado, that's from Final Fantasy X and X-2. Guado friend. Or something along those lines. Da, da, da. We can go ahead and pick up this one since it's right there. As we run back into town and select all the dang quests. Now, normally what I would do is come over here, get the ability to use a mount, and then immediately go over to the orc territories and start doing their stuff. But I think we'll just go ahead and stick to the undead areas for now. We can always take a Zeppelin later if we need to.
I am forsaken.
Who's got the spider? Who are you? Stable master? Oh, you're just a beast that's here. Okay, never mind. I thought that was a person's
Speak quickly.
pet. And I was like, man, I swear there hasn't been a single one that I've been able to find that allows me to use the pets that I already have tamed. I think this will be the best mount for us. And there we go. Backtrack just a tad, so we can go pick up this quest. Then I'm just gonna make one big loop-de-loop, and then we're gonna head right back out of town. Oh. The only thing I dislike about this area is all the dang rain that we get. Totally said his favorite witch hunter spec in PvP was the Inquisitor spec melee, so it's probably has some fun tools in PvP. Most likely. I'm not sure if we've run into any in PvP that were the melee spec specifically. I don't know. I do know that some of the ones that we ran into were, well, honestly, I can't remember what we've run into when it comes to PvP. And PvE, that's a whole different story. Like, I know for a fact a lot of the ones that we've run into in PvE have been bolt slingers. So maybe the melee is your PvP spec and bolt slinger should be your PvE like ranged damage spec, maybe? Maybe I don't know, but that would be my guess. I wish I had the source of a custom built macro, which by pressing a button automatically equipped every new item in bag and added to wardrobe collection, making it easy to fill Tmon collection. Sadly lost it. Oh, I didn't know there was a macro you could do that with.
Is it?
I suppose technically, because you can make equipment managers, you could make a macro that's like equip set 1. But as far as equipping new items in your bag, I don't know. All right, let's sell and then move on from there. We've got one last quest that we got to do, which is the stay a while and listen quest. I'm going to hold on to that because I know at some point we're going to need, yeah. There we go. So many dots. I know for a fact we need to do the Putrid Claws quest first and turn that in so that we can get one of the other quests up north at the farm. It was a very long CMD line, but it was efficient as it automatically equipped everything and re-equipped your old gear back. Nice. Now, if you ever figure that out, let me know. That would be dope to have. All right, so we're gonna go do the Putrid Claw quest, and then we're gonna also do the Gordo's task for the Gloomweeds. So this one and this one, I believe, and then turn both of those in so that we can get the correct quest lines that we need to basically try and do one giant loop-de-loop. I have to agree with somebody that commented earlier on one of the other one of the other videos that we did about the Stormbringer. Is granted ours is currently level 25. We haven't leveled it any higher, but I don't feel like it has aged very well for what it used to do. And again, a lot of mine's probably going to be skewed a little bit because of the heirloom gear. So, you know, for the most part, take what I'm saying with a grain of salt because, gosh dang hiccups. Now we're having to level it without heirloom gear, so things are giving us more of a true sense of what they are. But I don't think the Stormbringer feels the same anymore. Probably. I wish they would give us more tank skills early on with this guy, because as of right now, like, it almost feels like they're trying to force you into a caster role for the Sun Cleric. Okay, let's go turn these two in. Macro was around a couple hundred words long for a macro in game. It's quite hefty. Yeah, I can imagine. I thought macros had a limit to how much they could do,
Beware the living.
like word wise. Or am I wrong on that?
The shadows beckon. This better be.
Stop
What
moving, you.
shadow
Jeez. Yeah, I thought macros had a limit to how many words they could have in it. I could be wrong. It's like none of my macros were overly complicated. In fact, I think 99% of all of the macros I've ever used have been um, basically cast sequence where I just get 4 or 5 spells to go off at one button push. There's level 9. One more level and we get to pick our spec. Alright, as we head to go do pumpkins and the Scarlet Crusade and all the guys up there at the farm, we are going to try and take out any bats and dogs that we come across. Wow, he dodged. Stop dodging me. Big meanies. Oh, my feet are getting cold, man. Alright, let's test this spell out real quick. Let's see how fast we can get mana back. Wow. So this spell behaves every 30 seconds like eating and drinking. So if this levels up with us, or potentially has the ability to just give us a ton of mana and health back outside of combat, I don't know why you would need, like, this class already is overpowered now. It has infinite food food and water every 30 seconds. And it affects more than just one person. Okay, there's all of the bats we needed. Now we just need more doggos. Boom. Dang, they're not giving me any of the bloods or anything that I need from them. There we go, finally got one. I guess I was exaggerating. Macros have a 255 character limit. Maybe it was 100 characters. Anyway, Rambling aside, I do remember it was a very complex and long-winded code. Yeah, I wasn't trying to like call you out for anything. It was just I I I didn't even think honestly that it was that you could have macros that were 255 characters. So that still to me is just mind-boggling that we can have ones that are that big. So I wasn't trying to disagree with you there, Tiber. And really, I moved just as it was supposed to cast. Hey man, you could have passed it off uh, as pure confidence, and I'd have been like, "Oh yeah, no, you're 100 right. You're absolutely right. You can have 8 million words in one macro. You know, it's like I don't know. I rarely ever do macros. Well, I do appreciate you coming and saying hello, Tiber. I know it's late or early where you're at because it's getting pretty late where I'm at. It's 8 o'clock right now. But I do appreciate you spending your time watching the stream. Thank you so much for that. Um, I mean, thanks to everybody. I know there's 1,000 other things you guys could be doing, so I appreciate it when you guys spend some time just chilling and watching me be a noob. So, we have competition for the pumpkins. 5, 6, 7, 8. But she ran like way ahead. I say she. I don't know. It could be a guy playing a female character. I don't know. And there's all 10. Okay. Don't run away from me, Scarlet Warrior. Okay. I just find it so crazy, like, the power scaling on this. I feel like our level 1 through 5, we just felt super powerful. And we're still hitting super hard. But I feel like we're having to mana up a little bit too much. Let's see. I know you're all about the COA, but was wondering, have you beaten any of the custom challenges in Ascension? I saw you do some basic hardcore ones, but what about Nightmare Mod, Resolute, Iron Man, and so on? I haven't tried any of them. I'm not opposed to it. I'd have to find ones that I feel like fit my play style. Because there are some where like the roulette one where like if you accidentally click the wrong spell, it's just game over every like 30 seconds or whatever it is. So that one might not be for me, just because it would piss me off while I'm in combat and accidentally click the wrong one. But yeah, I would be okay with doing challenge runs. That wouldn't be too difficult. Get you cool mounts, yeah, absolutely. I think the hardest one for me is going to be the dungeon one. Because I would need either or I'd either need one more or two more people that I trust to be able to do dungeons with me on a regular basis, so that we can do the duo. What is it? What is that challenge? Hold on. There we go. Like right now, they're getting ready to do a new hardcore challenge over on Bronzebeard, but where is it? Like there's boss blitz if I wanted to do it solo, I think. Seek out. Oh, no, this will allows you to have a 5-man group if we were to do boss blitz. But then you have like Pair in the Lair and Holy Trinity. These two I would love to do. This gives you Heart of the Nightwing, which I really, really want, because it allows you to transform yourself into basically a dragon. And then this one is that octopus that I think is really cool. But these two are going to be the two hardest for me to do, because I have to go and figure out, like, Van Cleef. I know where to go to fight Van Cleef, but I'm going to have to relearn where all of these guys are. I know where that one is. I don't think we have to do any that are in a dungeon. But for me to do that challenge, I think I'm going to wait for this to go live, because I'd rather do that with the custom classes, just because of the simplicity of what we would have with it. I already completed a rogue's deal. I don't know why it's trying to show me more. Ooh. I just realized there's a world loot piece right there, and there's another one right there. See, I love this add-on. It'd be showing me where new stuff is. I should just be going off and completing quests and not really worrying about the stuff this early on, but let's grab that. And then it looks like that's going to be in the barn, not the house with the elite. But yeah, granted, we wouldn't be able to finish any of the challenges on these guys, but maybe that's what we do while we can only get to level 35, is try those. You might be right with Area 52. But I'd have to see, like, if anyone's doing those challenges on Area 52 already for, like, streams or for, like, vid ideas. Oh, okay, so it says it's supposed to be here. Did I pass it? Oh, there it is. There we go. And now we get to go up here and do a whole bunch of stuff. But like, if there's no one doing it on Area 52, then yeah, I mean, I would definitely be okay trying it on Area 52, especially since we wouldn't have to wait to get to level 60. We could just make a character and level it normally. We definitely wouldn't want to wear heirlooms. Well, maybe we would, actually. We'd probably want to pick archetypes out the rip, just because we wouldn't have to worry about mystic enchants and that kind of stuff. We would just worry about leveling up and making sure that we have appropriate gear on. I don't know. It would just depend on what type of challenges we do. Because, like, some of them do not sound fun at all. Like the one where you have to be near water. Or the one where you have to be at an inn for a while. The profession ones do not sound entertaining at all either. Why do I keep clicking the wrong button? We go, move that over there. So, I don't know. Hit me up on Discord. Let me know roundabout, like, what kind of challenges do you think we should attempt? And I'll look into it and see if I can convince Devin to join me on some of those challenges. Wow, I still pulled the mage. Crap, we're gonna end up pulling that stupid rare, and I'm completely out of mana. See, out of mana. I need enough mana just to heal. Come on. Come on, 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 come on. Thank you. There we go. We got this. For solo on Area 52, I know Iron Man, Knight, Resolute are doable. Perhaps something else sprinkled in there. Yeah. I mean, for solo content, absolutely. There's a ton that I could do for solo. I figure there's got to be people that are already doing that, right? I mean, if there's nobody doing it, then absolutely, like, all day long, it would be perfectly fine to do it. Iron Man has to be solo. That's fine. Is hardcore but no grouping or trading. That's fine. See, I was thinking about trying Iron Man here while level 35 is the goal. I don't know if it counts, but I feel like that would be a pretty decent challenge to try on one of the characters that we try to build. There's apparently a world forged item either up over here or it's down here. I'm gonna go down here first. We're done with the Skeletrons needing the potions, so. Okay, it is not down here. So it's got to be up top. Shoot, I don't need this anymore. And then we can move that. See, it says there's two. I don't think these are actually here. Old Wagon Wheel and Ulog's Cleaver. I believe Ulog's Cleaver is actually over here. Yep. And I believe the Wagon Wheel is... yeah, over there. Okay, so neither of them are right here. I don't know why they're showing there, but that's not where they are. They are further out this way. Oh, I'm gonna have to put like socks or something on. Holy crap, my feet are cold. Oh, I didn't see you, buddy. So sorry. Let's defeat the caster real quick so that we can mana up and heal up, and then we're gonna take on Agamond there, Gregor. Iron Men must do solo. Jirachi sent 3 invalid discoveries. There we go. Where'd you go? Where the heck did he go? There he is. Yo! Gregor! My guy! And kaboom! Alright. We have one more we've got the Banshee lady that we need to fight, and then one Skeletron dude that we need to fight. And then we just need to finish up Nature of Freedom, and then we're done with this whole area for now. We will have to come back because there's another quest that we got to do, but it's pretty straightforward. Only tag that one, please. Ah, crap. I was hoping not to fight anything else. Never done those low-level boss challenges or Naked and Afraid or Survivalist and that. See, these seem too niche to even bother. It's not even that. Like, go look at I forget what narcolepsy completely is, but there's one that if you leave the inn, it will cause a timer basically to start where you have to be back in an inn, or you basically die, I believe. And then there's the roulette. The roulette just seems stupid. Like, yeah, as you get more skills, it's probably easier. But I can't imagine even trying to do it, because early level you make one mistake, your guy dies, and you're restarting. Like, it's crazy. And then there's an even harder roulette where instead of it being 30 seconds, it's like 3 seconds. A new skill is selected that if you click, you're done. You know? I'm gonna go run in here and just grab the World Forged item. We don't really need it, but grab it. And then I want to go out over here because I want to take out Devlin, because he's a quest all by himself. And then we're going to run up over here and finish the other quests so we can turn in a whole bunch of stuff right off the rip. There we go. Roulette seems something you can't really combine it with any of the difficulty modifying challenges. Yeah. It doesn't sound fun. Where's my... There we go. So, like, let me see if I can go find one real quick. Roulette. Here you go. The path to glory is paved with danger. In this hardcore challenge, channel your grit and determination to make its level cap at 1 times XP classic experience rates as you navigate a merciless world with only 1 life. But you don't have to face the journey alone. Rally your allies. Oh, that's Resolute, not Roulette. Sorry, hold on. As soon as I realize... There we go. Spellbind Roulette. Hardcore. A curse hangs upon you every 30 seconds. One of your skills will be marked for death. Using it will instantly kill you. Like, come on, man. Or insane. This is the one that I was talking about for the inn. Embark on an epic journey with a deadly twist. Every hit you take is permanent until you recover at an inn with no natural regen or healing spells to aid you. So you can't eat food. You can't use heals. Oh, that's actually pretty dope. Homebound portal. So if I have this spell and I'm hearthing to say Stormwind, but your hearth is set to Ironforge, if you use my portal, you'll go to Stormwind. That one's pretty cool. Spellbind Roulette, I think, is a mount. Saffron Slime Saber Reigns. Yeah. Can I open up shift? No, it's in. I don't think it'll let me have it. Oh, both of them open at the same time. Yeah, there we go. Okay. And then we go wardrobe, mounts. Let's go look at that mount real quick there. What did I say it was called? Saffron. Oh, hello. Oh, I'm lagging. Don't lag like that, bud. Oh my gosh, if I could stop hitting extra freaking buttons. Jeez. Okay, that didn't pull it. Why am I lagging so hard while just trying to find this mount? Slime saber. So that's not pulling anything. That's not pulling the mount. Why is it not pulling anything? This lag is ridiculous crazy though. Yeah, slime saber. Okay, you get a mount for it, but it's not showing anything. True survival. You gain a hunger and thirst bar. If either drop to 0, you'll die. Overcome exhaustion, dehydration, and starvation to reach level cap and overcome this trial. Better get good at cooking and fishing, hero. You'll need to craft your own food if you hope to survive. Under collections, not wardrobe. I mean, we can try. That would be... It's the wrong button, but that's fine there. Where are... I never look at that stuff. Mounts. Yep, there we go. Okay, you were right. So it's this one here. That's what that mount was. Re-pull this up. Narcolepsy. You're just really, really sleepy. You have a fatigue bar and it drains every second you're not in a rested area. If it hits 0, you fall asleep and never wake up. That sounds freaking terrible. Artisans also sounds terrible to try and do because the only way you get XP is by doing professions. Slow and steady. Ugh, 0.5 times the XP rate. Good lord. Take time to explore zones in full and revisit quests you may have once overlooked. During this journey, you cannot benefit from bonus of experience effects such as Aura of Experience, Potion of Experience, or Experience Hotspots. Oh, the places you'll go. Set on a journey across Azeroth, explore its distant corners, complete grand quests, face powerful monsters in every land. This trial is long, unforgiving, and only the most patient adventurers will see it through to the end. It's level restricted. You must complete the quest Big Game Hunter before reaching level 40. You must complete the quest Summoning the Princess before level 50. And you must complete the quest You Are Rahitlik Demon before reaching level 60. But we couldn't do this one even if we tried right now. Duo Delirium. Together you must defeat the witch that cursed you into this horrible dream or die trying. Can you defeat your nightmarish captor or will you vanish into the nightmare forever? You must kill Yilda before reaching level 44. Become cursed. Random afflictions now shadow every step of your journey. Twisting the fate with disaster events and mischiefs to trick you along the way to max level. You can navigate the fates, or will you be... Okay, so I don't understand what that does. Um, I mean, like, challenges that I would really like to do. Planestalker is actually super easy. Because you just have to, before hitting level 20, you just have to take out Lakota Mani, Owa Tanaka, and Wishte Pane, which are all rares out in the Barrens, I believe. Hmm. Yeah, I think the next character we do, we'll try Iron Man. Why not? This one's funny. We could do this one. Depending on what we pick, we could easily take out Hogger before level 10. White. Oh, this is, you can only wear whites. Um, this was the other one that you were talking about. Bury your skills to a shot, or yeah, bury your skills to a shocked world. One life, self-made, no clothes. Ouch. Dungeon Delver entirely solo. Yeah, see, like, this just doesn't sound fun. You'll take 300% more damage from physical attacks and 500% more damage from spellcasters, and like, it does give you 5 lives to attempt it to get to max level, but man, oh man, does that just not sound fun. Whew. Nightmare Iron Man combined on Area 52. I mean, that's impressive, man. I don't know. It doesn't feel like something that I like. I'd be so stressed the whole time. Oh, I'm sure. Like, if you're doing it on Area 52, what's that build called? The one that you get like Way of the Light or whatever skill on. It's a paladin-esque build. That thing does so much damage and self-healing. I could see you being able to do Dungeons solo. Though you'll have to go slow, but I could see you doing it. All right, let's heal up. I mean, it's been a while since I've played Area 52 or Elune, but one of the most popular high damage, high healing builds that was out there for a while was the Way of the Light, basically Paladin. Um, because it had so much self-healing and so much just outright tankability and damage that it just made all other builds almost pointless to try. All right, now we just got to go do the subject, and then we just need to, I think we should just teleport to town, like Hearth back, and turn everything in. That should easily get us to level 10, and then select our tank class from there. I'm hoping this guy is not bugged. Looks like somebody's completed it. We just got to wait for him. Or did they move him? It says he's supposed to be here, so I'm waiting. For the peace of the kingdom. Oh. Let's see. Blacksmithing, train, miner, train, and we want to go ahead and grab woodcutter and woodworker for shields. Come on, sometime today, bud. We may just come back and try and finish this when we get the other quests to do all the stuff down here. I remember some people trying these challenges on Bransby and filming, showcasing that they were balanced around all pick power level. I mean, here's the thing with Bronzebeard. Like, Bronzebeard has the capability of doing these challenges without really any effort if you know what your spec is and you have the right Mystic Enchants ahead of time. If you're trying it from level 1 self-made, don't have nothing character, some of these challenges are not going to be at all feasible on Bronzebeard, much less any other. Like, if we were trying to do it on Elune, where it's all randomized, you'd be running into the same problem if you didn't already have stuff set up and ready to go. So, alright. I'm just going to hearth to town. Let's turn all this stuff in. We'll come back and do this one. Hopefully, when we get the other quests to come out here and take out the banshees and the goblins and or not goblins, ghouls. All right. So tank is strength, stamina, nice. It is sword and board according to the picture, nice. It also looks like the healer is technically a sword and board on that as well. So pretty neat there. You also have Valkyrie, which is the melee DPS. That's going to be pure strength. You've got piety or piety, depending on how you want to have people enunciate it. It should be piety. But anyway, that's intelligence, and then you have healing, which is also intelligence. So, yay there. We're going tank. So we get right off the rip, level 10. Avoiding an attack now has a 20% chance to grant you Angelic Presence. Angelic Presence, your next illumination within 15 seconds is instant cast and costs us nothing. Love it. All right, grab his next quest. And then we want to run upstairs to turn in that quest.
What do you require? Embrace the shadow.
Yep. Okay. Seeing as I can hear people outside doing stuff. They were playing cornhole earlier. I'm gonna take it that it has not started storming out here at the house yet, so that's a good thing. Okay. Oh. Fields of Grief. There's level 11. Look at that. Another Fields of Grief. I'm going to go ahead and pick up the Silver Pine quest because eventually we will be going to Silver Pine, just not yet. Can you quickly show the spec screen to which spec is normal, advanced, etc.? Yeah, absolutely. So, your normal is going to be Valkyrie. That's the one that they really want people to try and play, at least starting off, I guess. You have Tank, which is going to be your intermediate, Healing, which is intermediate, and then their Spellcaster is their advanced. Also, I noticed the COA beta no longer rewards you with blue adventure satchels or whatever they're called, quest rewards, which contain random blue items. Now they just contain greens and junk. They did that well before beta, at least on COA. It's been a hot minute since the blue chests actually give out blue gear. You were getting greens, and then you would get junk. It was stupid. Because like the way it used to be was see, that's all sellable gear. The way it used to be was if it was green, you had a chance at getting green gear and crafting mats. If it was the white ones, it was white gear or crafting mats. If it was a blue one, it was blue gear or crafting mats. Like that's just the way it was. And then for some reason they changed it to where now it's this gives you only craftables and sellables. This has a chance of giving you green gear. The blues has a higher chance of giving you green gears, and that's the highest I've ever seen a chest go, is blue. See, core stone, we want to keep that for mining. And blacksmithing, we want the strong flux for that. The shadow gem, I think we can keep for that. Mail with spell power, why not? Not that we need it. Strength and stamina, absolutely. This is a one-handed axe. We can't use axes. That is a lesser healing pot. And then there you go, enchanting crap and alchemy stuff.
What is it?
There we go. All right, so we have now done all of that. So I don't need to go run all the way over here. What we need to do now is go up here so that we can try and do the unusual test subject. And then we take out the banshees and zombies. And then we fall down and we can take out the murlocs here and then just run this way to turn all that in. And then we just run south and we do the missionaries here. and then we can run literally up over here and do these 2 quests, turn everything in, and we'll just have stuff over here to do. It's roundabout how I deal with it. We did hit level 10, and we need to Revivify and Gavel of Atonement got an upgrade. Revivify is our ability to res dead people. Yeah, no problem, Jabbery. Alright. 4 more levels and we can start doing dungeons with our tank. Dawn Break. Requires shields. Radiate holy light from your shield on enemies in front of you, dealing 30 holy fire damage, scaling with your block value. Okay. Oh, what the? Hate when it does that. Solar Prayer. Recite a prayer instantly healing you for 25% of your maximum health, plus an additional 103 scaling with spell power. That... Ooh, I actually needed that potion. Give me that back. There we go. That and that are actually really good. This one can pop every minute and a half. This one's 3 minutes. But those are like your holy crap, I need healing buttons. So that's actually really good. Oh, it sounds like they're still playing cornhole outside. Ugh. Out of water, gonna have to open up another one. Any holy power spenders? I mean, technically, yes. I thought. Allows you to fulfill your vows. Oh. I guess not? So, I guess they've changed it to where Dawn now just fulfills whatever vow you have equipped or on right now. And the one that I have is the Vow of Light. So when we use our holy power, it just increases the amount of healing we receive by doing damage. Or taking damage. What is it? Hold on. Damage taken or direct healing done by you generates... Okay, and then heals nearest ally equal to 25% of the amount. So if I take damage, I heal. And it also heals other people. And then any healing I do does. This one is direct ability damage or healing generates 2. And damages or heals for an additional 25% of the amount. Double the damage or healing done. So this one, just by taking damage, I heal. This one, if I do damage or heal, it increases. So that's kind of the difference there. Come on. Whew, there we go. Get our mana back up, and then we're good. Yeah, it doesn't look like we have... Like, used to it was you would pop Holy Power, and then your Sun Flare would have an effect, and your Gavel of Atonement would have an effect, and whatever other spells you had would have an effect through Holy Power. Now it doesn't look like it does that. Now it looks like your Holy Power is designed to do the fulfillment of our vows. And so like this one is just increases the amount of healing done when we take damage or do healing on our own. Actually, we're not picking anything up from these guys. It's just we need to take them down. So I'm okay with helping y'all nuke things. I'm gonna go hang out where there's other stuff to nuke. Oh, nope. That's a pyro, isn't it? No, that's a blood mage. Well, that one didn't give us a tag for it. That's weird. Sure. I don't know how many more he needs, but it's nice of him to do it. I need one more Banshee. No, we found the quest where everybody is at. I need to go down here anyway. Okay. What I need is more like melee skills. And we don't have any. Think you or human make better witch hunters? Undead or humans make... I mean... Humans are going to have a slight advantage when it comes to overall, like, damage because of their stat increase. I think. Whereas undead will just get the increased breathing and the ability to eat corpses so that they don't have to worry about health as much. Maybe I need to just look through my skills and see if we've learned something and I just haven't paid attention to it. But I don't feel like I feel like we're missing some melee skills here. That's the healer one. Oh, we don't have anything yet. Jeez. Think human might look better in witch hunter gear overall. Undead in big into looks good. I'm not sure what the last thing is that you said, but undead. I'm big into the look for characters. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I like the undead just cuz, but I'm not sure which one would benefit you better. Alright, I need 2 more of y'all. There's a zombie right there. I don't know where the blood mage went. I think he fell off to go do the other stuff. And if that's the case, then here in a second I'm actually going to unparty from him. We'll probably be doing more PvP. Alright. Sounds good. Alright. We are going to leave his party. Because I need to run over here and turn that in. And then I guess technically we could use our portal to go back. And then run up this way just to do all that stuff. And then as we run back, we do this, swing over here, and then turn everything in.
What is it?
Okay. That quest is done. We can go ahead and use this. Good night, man. My feet are for a reason. There's a lot of races, or a lot of classes that the races don't make sense. That was back in here. Nope, that's Vin. For the family crypt. A lot of them just there's some that like basically everybody gets that makes no sense, and then there's some where like undead having access to Templar makes no sense. The Templars are like the anything that's undead or demonic we want to just obliterate. I'm gonna go do this quest that's over here on the hill real quick. So like it doesn't, that class makes no sense that the undead get it. Okay, don't need any more of those. It's just the big guys now. We need more melee attacks. We're a tank, and it's still our primary way of doing anything seems to be using long-range weapon. We also need a charge skill so that we can get to enemies a lot faster. Because the whole point of a tank is to be front line and center so that nobody else has to potentially take damage. That's right, I gotta open up the water. Alright. Due north. And since we're going to be in the graveyard, we can swing over here and pick up the melee weapon that's right here. Ulog's Cleaver. Might actually be a good one for us for now. If we can wield it. Nope, can't wield it, and it's agility, so nope. We want strength and stamina are our two primary stats. And luckily, with mail, you get a ton of both. So that's fantastic. Maybe we go with this one. So that we do more damage. And we'll fill up on solar power faster too. You pulled the whole group. Have fun with that. I don't know what level they are, but it sucks. Yep. He did a good job. He took all them out as a cultist. I've been messing around with the cultist. I think we got it up to level 11. I'm trying to make him a healer because that's going to be the first healer class I want to try. But yeah, I think the way I'm going to go about it is 2 days for healing, 2 days for DPS, and 2 days for tanking. And I think that will be pretty good spread, because anytime we finish, you know, if it's a DPS day, if we finish building, like, for example, the Pyromancer up to level 35, then we just swap to a different DPS, and, you know, whichever one that we end up liking the most, you know, we keep that and delete the others, you know what I mean? And then just keep cycling through it that way. I need one more grave robber. Apparently, I missed one. Let me run back and find another grave robber somewhere. Here, grave robber, grave robber, grave robber. We just need one. Are you a grave robber? You are one. Yahoo! What is this? That's a polearm with penetration and attack power. That's crazy. I don't think any of our specs get the ability to really care about doing two-handed weapons. It looked like they were all designed for, let's see, become light's wrath made with flesh, carving through enemies with a great blade. Oh no, you do get to wear two-handed weapons as a Valkyrie. Nice. Okay. Oh, I was gonna be like, there's no reason to have a two-handed weapon if that's the case. Yeah, this seems to do better doing it to where we have increased damage even when we're not in holy power mode. I'm saving my holy power though until we can go take out Maggot, because I have a feeling he's gonna take the most amount of needing to do damage. Then we can self-heal like that and it doesn't cost us anything. And I guess technically we don't have to cast Sunflare. Boom. Boom. We need one more mongrel. There we go. Not bad. Yeah, we just fall off this way and take out 5 Murlocs, hopefully in a row. Here we go. Woot and a woot. We don't get any self-healing, but we're taking targets down fast enough that the self-heal doesn't seem to matter too much. About to hit level 12. I'm going to really have to do something about how cold it is right now. My feet are really starting to hurt. I think here in half a second I'll take a quick little respite so I can go take my plate back to the kitchen. And then grab a pair of socks or something and try and put them on my feetsies. Because they is a cold and they is a hurt. When we get up here where this quest is, it's actually off this direction. But when we get over to where the quest is, then I'll take a quick little 2-minute break so I can run the plate back over to the kitchen and then grab some socks and check the AC and see if it's just ridiculous or set to ridiculous cold right now. Go away, rain. Thank you. I like the rain sound, but man, oh man, does it get like super loud sometimes. Alright, plus there's somebody here doing the quest. What are you? You are a tinkerer. Alright, I will be right back, guys, and then we'll continue on and see how much more we can get done. Bear with me for just half a second, guys. Oh, all right, I'm back. They had the AC set to like 68 degrees for some reason. So I turned it up just a little bit, up to about 72. So now we just got to wait for it to warm up a little bit. But boy, howdy, am I getting cold. Tell you what, all right. Let's get her done down in this here new area that they've added. Boom. Ooh, somebody's already cleared all this out for the most part. I figured that tinker would have already been done, but I guess not. Let's go stand right here in case that thing spawns. All right, so do we have any other attacks? Technically, because our build is called the Seraphim, technically we do not. We have Angelic Presence, which is our passive. Chosen by the Light, which just reduces our damage taken. We have Dawnbreaker, which is our shield. And then we have Gavel of Atonement. Those are technically the only things we have from our tank line. We don't even have an aura yet or a way of getting increased threat generation. Hammer of Kings, become anointed by the light, summoning a blessed hammer that encircles you, dealing 13 holy fire damage to nearby enemies every 3 seconds for 12 seconds. I still don't see anything that's increasing our... That's for healing. That's for the spellcaster. Definitely... Excuse me. Definitely need this so that we can flip around a little bit more. Are they meant to be semi-ranged tank, or you just use the caster spells? I don't know. That's part of the problem. Is I don't know if we're supposed to be a caster, but I can't imagine that being the case. Like, I feel like we should be doing more. I don't know. We'll see as we get closer to level 15 to do dungeons. We might unlock something. I haven't gone to go look in our spell book to find out if we get anything else. I'm just surmising from what we have and what other tanks I've played before. I can't imagine this being, like, if our spell was able to be cast while we were running, I could see that being a thing, but the fact that we have to stand still to cast the spell doesn't make sense for a tank. This is what I love about COA, figuring out how classes work. Yeah, absolutely. For my thing, and like the reason why I wanted to pick a character and just stick with it, even though our max level is 35 right now, I was just like, I can't imagine people would overly enjoy watching me just level all the classes up. But at the same time, like, I enjoy leveling all the classes. Like, it trying to figure out what I resonate with as a player is enjoyable to me. I gotta remember, I gotta click this, and then I can come attack these guys. And I'm hitting pretty hard with my melee. I'm just concerned that I may not have enough AoE to do big pulls in dungeons. Not like some of the other tanks that are out there, like the Primalist. Ooh, excuse me. I think one of the more interesting aspects that we're going to run into, the way I want to do the leveling stuff, though, is there is going to be some overlap. So, for example, um, like with this character, if I level it up as a tank, you know, we could end up also then wanting to level it up as a DPS or a healer or um, range DPS, whatever. Um, or it could just be one of those things where once we hit 35, we just go through each build and be like, okay, this is how I would build it, kind of thing. So I don't know. It's one of those weird ones where like I could see us definitely. The tricky part is at level 35, we would have to farm enough gear for each class to be able to do 21 different classes, which is not a big deal because some of the classes don't require extra gear to be farmed because they're going to be all int based or all strength or agility or whatever. Um, so, you know, we might level all 21 classes, and then by the time we get probably halfway through that list, we're going to end up having, another increase to the level experience, but we'll see. So I really don't know. Da, 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 bow. Bring it on, Zealot. This was a dumb idea. Told you. Yeah, kaboom. We need higher dodge rating though, because with higher dodge rating, we would be able to cast our illuminate better. Because the passive that we have, avoiding attack now has a 20% chance, and right now I don't feel like we're avoiding that much damage. Do, 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 do. Ugh. We're starting to finally figure this build out a little bit. I still don't feel like it's tank build. I would almost count this as kind of a support role, almost, just because like I don't feel like we're getting that much tank ability really out of it. We're doing more just pure damage than we are tanking with it. All right, there's that. Now we can go back to town and literally turn everything in. Oh, awesome. Let's grab another water. Because I am still thirsty. I'm also still somewhat hungry, too. Even after having 3 slices of pizza. There's a shield right here. Hold on, I want to go grab this shield. Right there. Um... Okay. Yummy water. Alright. We have so many quests to turn in. Good lord. We're definitely hitting level 13. Okay, and turn you in. Run over here and turn that in. Oh, I got one. Then I ran faster than his book. Illumination is now rank 3. Increases healing is now 184. Vow of Grace, Dawn, Sunflare, and what was the last one? Hold on. Come here, book. Talk to me. There we go. Didn't really need to use his book, but I mean it was out, so that's 45. More armor. 2 stamina. More block. More armor. Yep, we will wield that. Way better armor. And then we want to grab Forsaken Duties, which is fine. The Prodigal Lich requires you to go into Undercity. Whatever the name of stupid town is. It requires you to go in there, and I don't feel like running and doing that. What's crazy is we haven't been finding any, like, minerals. Well, we haven't been really looking for them, but when I want to start doing mining, I know where to go to get mining done pretty quick. Alright. So let's go see what all we just got here. So we picked up Vow of Grace. You generate 2 solar power every 2 seconds, and direct ability damage now generates 5% of your missing mana plus 14. When we use Dawn, we get halves the mana cost of all spells and abilities. Oop, that's not what I wanted to do. Oh, that's fine then. Go that way. Devotion of Dawn. Places a devotion on a friendly target, increasing attack power by 35 for 30 minutes. So we could either have that, or we can have restores mana and reduces the cost of stuff. Okay. I'd rather have attack power. Because we have this for infinite mana. Then we picked up Sol Invictus. Your devotion to the sun knows no bounds. Increasing, there we go. Plus 50 for an additional 75% of holy and fire spells and abilities. So, increases your threat generated by 50%, plus an additional 75% from holy and fire spells and abilities. So, basically everything we do. So, that's our threat generator. I'm going to put that over there because it's not a buff. It still says I have one quest. Okay. Let's go turn this in. There's a sawmill there. Lots of goodies, man. Oh. Oop, I thought I was mounted up. I guess not. Okay. Alright, now we just need to empty out our bags. We did get some levels, so need to use up those points. We're level 13. If we complete everything that we have right now, we would get all the way to here, almost level 14. Okay, let's empty out bags first. Okay, and then I want to go just spam that and that. More weak flux. Oh, that's strong flux. Okay. Don't need you. Those are sellable. And strength and agility. I mean, we might as well because it's just more across the board stats, but. Okay. Alright, let's see what we got here. We definitely want this. That's our charge, which is good. I want that to be 3. We definitely want Solar Might. And then we could also pick up Devotee. Increases the effectiveness of your devotions by 20%, which just helps overall. Haste is meh. Increases your damage and healing done by 3% and your critical strike chance against undead. So, I mean, technically we'd want to go this way to pick up Sin Torture. So, 2 points here, a point there, 1 point there, and then 1 point there. So that's what? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'd still have to pick up one of these. Probably this one, just cause. Oh wait, no, never mind. Haha, I see what I'm thinking. Okay, so 2, 4, 6. And then we could hit here, which would be 7. And then we would have this row unlocked at that point.
What do you require? Dark Lady, watch over you.
I want to keep that because it gives me increased blacksmithing skill. Nah, I'm gonna go with the stamina over the strength for now. Oh, hello, lag? What's up? Are we getting booped? No? I guess not. Okay, good.
Beware the living. What would you ask of death?
Leather. Wow, most of his crap is leather. Okay.
And you
Alright, so that's everything we could buy from the vendors. That's fine. Alright. Shield illumination now shields for 30% of the amount healed, or activating Dawn now grants shining shield for 8 seconds, increases your armor contribution from your shield by 50%. I'd rather have that for now. Alright, so now all of our quests are literally up and this way. So, right in this area. There is a church right over here that we're going to stop at because it's going to give us more quests. Brand an enemy, increasing their chance to be hit by melee and ranged attacks by 2% for 5 minutes. You can see marked targets on the minimap, and through stealth or invisibility, you can only have one brand on the enemy. Almost 10 levels away from getting the ancient dark iron mace. Huh. I don't know. Grab World Forge. The Wailing Sash is cloth with spirit, so good for heals.
be quick about your business. What do you require?
Oh, goodness gracious. So far, I don't feel like this is going to be the best tank that we could do. I mean, obviously, the top 2 tanks right now that I've seen have been Primalist and Knight of Azeroth. And I'm not looking forward to redoing a Knight of Azeroth for tanking. See, I took way too much damage trying to do that. Alright, let's mana up real quick. Oh. Maybe the next 2 days we try a some kind of challenge on a different character. Maybe that's what we do on Sundays and Mondays. It's just a challenge run, and then the rest of the week we work on leveling different stuff. I don't know. I'll think about it. I'll run some ideas through Devin, see what he thinks would be good, and maybe I post up what people want to see as far as a like a schedule type thing for the month. Problem with me trying to set a schedule is the fact that my schedule every month rotates, so it's very hard for me to be quote-unquote consistent month after month. Like, I'm consistent as far as what each month allows me to do, but it just makes it hard. That's like why I picked Thursdays to just be my off days. It's because, like, there's some Thursdays where I open, some Thursdays where I work mid, some Thursdays where I, you know, have the opportunity, like, or I close. And so, like, there's 2 months out of every 3, I have the ability to stream either in the morning or at night. But then 1 month, or yeah, 1 month out of the 3, I can only stream like stupid early in the morning for a little bit, or wait till later at night and then stream again. So okay, let's heal back up. Starcaller Archer really hits hard, man, early on. For PvP, not so much. For PvE, man, that thing just dominates. Alright. Got all of the bleeding horrors done. And smack. Alright, those 2 are now gone. So we just have the 3rd one that's right over here. Vera Bellinaire. Whoa, she hits hard. Hey, she's dodging me? What the? Come on. Come on. Whoo! Yes, buddy. That hurted. Alright, we just need 3 more wandering spirits. And we'll be good with that quest. We can pick them up on the way back. We are doing so good. Okay. We just need to polish this, and we can pick up the ceremonial mace, which I believe is a two-handed weapon. It is. Oh. That's actually a really good two-handed mace, man. That's via a tank. We'll come up here and do this part of the quest, if we can, and then we'll go back. That Starcaller may have come up here since we were taking out all the other guys. Yeah, he's up here. Okie dokie. Have you tried Fell Tank? They dual two-handers? Yes. I've messed around with the Fell Hunter tank. Or the not Fell Hunter, the Fellsworn tank. And yes, they get two-handers to tank with. And then what other tanks have I tried? I think that's it, honestly, for tanking. I haven't done dungeons with the Fellsworn though. Yeah, I think that's the only other tank I've attempted. Come on. Hi, Starcaller. But no. Come on. Oh. Yay, the stuff in the back is starting to respawn. Boom. We just need one more Friar Tuck. Meow. Spots? How dare you heal? There we go. Alright, now we can go run up and do spiders, and then on our way back to turn everything in, we can worry about the spirits that we still need. Alright, let's mana up before we start trying to fight stuff. Boom. 1 stack, 2 stack, 3 stack, 4 stack, 5 stack. 21 mana and health per second. That's just awesome. Okay. Ooh, hit him for a good pretty penny there. There we go. All 4 are done. Might as well just auto pop that. We would gain nothing to swap it with the machete. Cloth. Shield. Ooh. We would lose block value, but our armor would skyrocket. Hold up. Wait a minute. It's our first copper vein we've run into since grabbing. Really? Thank you. Since picking up professions. So might as well pick it up. Not that it's really going to help us too much. Rah, rah, rah. They need the spirits. The wandering spirits. Like this one. Yoink yoink. Oh. I thought I was angled enough to where it wasn't going to do that, but alright. Smack. There we go. All done. Yahoo! Yep.
I'm gonna take Hudson tomorrow. Hudson will technically have to take me about tickets. He wants to go back for 12 tomorrow.
At 12? Okay.
Decide you want to go, I can tell you where, or you can give me your card and I can buy your ticket or whatever. Hudson paid for it, I'll let them buy yours. If you want to go, just let me know. There's plenty of seats next to us.
Yeah. Yeah, once I'm done with the stream, I'll do that. Alright, man. Okay. I guess we're gonna go watch The Back Rooms tomorrow, which is gonna be really fun. Alright, level 14 though. Sanctify. Sanctify a friendly target, dispelling 1 magic. I don't care to have that on my bar. Devotion of Grace, gotta rank up. Injunction. Taunts an enemy. Hey, there's our taunt. That will go there, and then that can go there. And then Gavel of Atonement got another upgrade. I am, sweetie. What are you doing? Yes, he came to tell me that him and Hudson are going to go watch a movie tomorrow. That him and Hudson are going to go watch a movie tomorrow. That's what he just said to me. He said I could if I wanted to. I know. And he said if I wanted to go, I'd have to buy my ticket. They can be expensive. Yes, absolutely. Depends, but typically if you buy more than one thing, it's more expensive than the one thing. Huh? I can't understand what you're asking me. Well, it would be less expensive than what Hudson just paid for, yes. Huh? I I don't understand your question. Enough to buy a ticket? Why? I appreciate the offer, but I think I have enough to cover the ticket. That's very sweet of you. I appreciate that. Oh, I love you, sweetie.
So I can technically see me in your video.
Huh?
So I can see me in your video.
You mean like right there?
Yeah.
See? I see you right there. Do you see you?
Yeah.
See, there's the camera right there.
So I can see me.
Yeah. And they can hear you. You're such a goober. Did you have a good day today?
Yeah.
Did you have lots of fun playing with your mud and trying to paint your mud?
Yeah. My big one that I made all by myself, it broke.
Oh, it broke?
Yeah, 2 times.
See, we gotta get you like clay or something to mess with, and then when it dries.
We have clay for making dolls for me, but now it probably has mold in it.
Alright, we're gonna run up here and do this quest real quick, guys. Yeah. I mean, you're trying to make those for your birdies, right?
Yeah,
So I think it would be better if you found something like something that your dad could 3D print, and then you painted that for the birdies. But we'd have to get you special paint for the birds, because you can't just put anything in the bird cage. It's got to be a special paint, otherwise it can make the birds sick. Yeah.
you know what special painting is?
I don't know off the top of my head, but I'm sure we could figure it out. So we'd have to figure out what we can 3D print for your birds,
I just see
and then we'd have to go figure out what special paint we need to get.
Did I just see your horse? Your horse just or whatever it was jump in the water.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was my horse.
Your horse jumped in the water.
It did.
It jumped on water.
It didn't jump on water, it jumped in water. Meow.
Why are you saying that?
Huh?
Why are you doing that?
How am I doing what?
Why are you saying nom?
Because my guy started sprinting. See, he was making vroom noises. Well, I was making vroom noises for him, but same difference. Same difference.
Same pooperance.
You're such a silly goose.
Hey peeperance.
Oh, yeah.
Hey peepee.
You be nice now.
You be nice.
I am being nice.
Hey, you're not.
You're the one being rude. Gosh. Your face is being rude.
You're being
Ooh.
rude. Your butt cheeks are being rude.
Oh, don't say that stuff while I'm streaming, you goober. Stop it. You better be nice to me.
Chris, it was right on your mouth. And I saw it.
That's not supposed to be right on my mouth.
Right there.
You're such a goober.
You're such a goober.
Alright. We gotta go finish this last quest so that I can go to a different area. Because once I finish this quest, I get to go down here.
Let's go finish this quest so I can go finish another quest to finish this quest down here.
That's pretty much how it works.
Yeah, that's pretty much how it works.
You're such a copycat.
You're such a copycat.
You're silly.
You're silly.
I'm gonna have to duct tape your mouth closed.
I'm gonna have to take your mouth closed.
You're gonna have to give me $5.
You're gonna have to give me $5. I would give you more if I could, but I'm still paying car back.
Oh, there's a necromancer up here. Will be nice. I'm not gonna go in there and try and steal his stuff.
You're winning. How'd you kill that guy?
Huh?
How'd you kill that guy?
By smacking him in the face a few times. Ooh. New shield. And it's a blue. Nice. Increases defense rating. We lose the 1 stamina, but we gain so much armor and block value, defense rating, and chance on being hit, sear your target to inflict even more damage. Yes, please. That's a 2-handed sword. That's not going to do me any good. Huh? All this? Those are all the spells that I can throw. Yeah. That's a big hammer. That's holy damage off my shield. That's a spell. That's what makes me move faster. These are all tank abilities.
I would use the big hammer.
Huh?
I would use the big hammer.
You would use a big hammer?
Yeah, and I would throw it at the guys to kill them. There's someone that's coming this way, so you can kill him.
Nobody's coming this way right now.
Well, I saw someone that was going from that way. The guy right there gets a big hammer. I get the big hammer. Throw it at him. Can you kill that guy?
That guy? No, that's another player. That's another person.
Why is he sitting up there?
He's waiting for the people that are right here to spawn. Same as me.
I've got there too.
Oh, he's in a whole group.
He's throwing the big hammer.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
If
Every
I-
time this spell comes up, I throw it.
I would just if it could, I would just like throw it out of the hands like right at
Mm.
eyes,
Would you now?
and it would kill them.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Maybe tomorrow I'll let you pick whatever character I play next and what class. How about that?
Yeah.
Does that sound fun?
Yeah.
Do do do.
Is there any games that you can like replay?
That you and I could play? I don't think so, because you don't have a computer or a PlayStation. So I don't have any games that you and I could play together.
No. Is there any games that you can you can like play?
I don't know what you mean.
Like replay games?
Yeah,
Like even if they're over?
yeah. I have a lot of games, like this one. This one I play a lot.
How much? How much times did you play it?
Oh, I probably have a few hundred hours into this game easily. We're probably coming up on probably around 400 hours total right now on this game. You want to see my guy dance?
That's not cool. It's not cool at all.
You don't like his dance?
No.
Come on. He's dancing super cool.
No, he isn't.
Aw, why you gotta be so mean?
No joke. It's not cool. I know.
And there we go. That quest is now. Oop. That quest is now done.
This quest is not.
And then I mount up. Actually, I don't even need to do that because we just need to go back to town to turn this in. So I'm gonna go woobity 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 woobity. And then my guy's gonna teleport.
That guy has a dinosaur. Why don't you have that?
Cause he's playing a Tauren, so he gets that big. It's called a Kodo. I don't have a Tauren, so I don't have the Kodo. I have a horse. You want to see all my mounts?
You have a dragon.
So, yep, I have a dragon right here, made out of stars. I have a camel. I have a big fire elemental. I have basically a giant felled goat. I have a lightning bird. I have a moose.
Lightning bird is pretty.
Hmm.
Lightning bird is pretty.
Yep.
You have a cookie.
I have a cookie that somebody took a bite out of. I have a big chicken. I have a grody spider.
Let's go hold it.
And then I have a hyena. Those are all of my mounts right now.
Someone's fly.
Huh?
Wait, that guy has the same as you?
That guy? No, he has an even bigger chicken.
But he has like the same.
He's got, that's a really, really big chicken. That is called a black Karok. Yep.
That's a funny name. All the names that you're saying is funny.
All right, now we're on to a new zone. Dun dun dun. Right?
No.
Oh, it's 10:14. I didn't realize it was so late. Aren't you gonna go to bed soon?
No, I can go to bed whenever I want.
Oh, you can go to bed whenever you want, huh? That's crazy. I can tell you, Uncle is tired though.
I'm tired too.
Uncle had a long day. He went to work all morning, and then he came home and helped your mama clean up a bunch of stuff out in the hot sun.
The sun was better than in this garage.
Huh?
The sun was better than when it was out than how cold it is in the garage.
Oh, is the garage where Keegan's at really cold?
The garage in here is colder than when the sun was out.
Well, yeah. That's kind of what happens when the sun goes down, silly. All right, bye-bye. Love you. Oh, okay. uh, Sweet little person. If I had an extra computer, I'd love to have her play with me. Ugh. All right. Oop. Ugh. Let's see here. We do have a quest right over here that we're gonna grab. I think when we make it over to this area, we'll call it good for the night, and then this will definitely be a character that we continue on with. I'm not 100% sure what my schedule is gonna be like, as far as like what days I do, as a healer build, and what day is a DPS build, and what day is, you know what I mean. But I think we'll start trying to level like 3 classes at a time for the most part. And then use like, I don't know, Sunday, Monday for our long streams as days that we can do like multiple stuff, I guess. I don't know. I'll have to think about it and see what I want to do. Because it takes us an average of about 4 days at least on a DPS spec when we were doing the Pyromancer. It took us 4 days to get to level 35. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go that way. Oh, he ran off without me. Then he's got a slow walk back to where he was. I do know that for the healer, the class that I am attempting right now is the cultist healer. And then as far as range DPS goes, or melee DPS, I don't know really which one I want to do. I've been asked to try and finish the Rune Master for spellcasting. Yeah, that's fine by me. She's not hurt nothing. Are you eat? What are you eating? A taco and a popsicle? What the? You are such a weird kid. You know, I bought some tacos today. Yeah, I did. I bought me some too, because those are delicious.
What is it?
These type of food are delicious.
Goodbye.
None of that.
Watch your back.
Kind of you buy.
I don't remember which flavors or flavor I got. I bought one and it's currently sitting in my mini fridge over there. All right, so here's what we're gonna do, Ray. We're gonna go run all the way to that town right there so we can turn in all of our quests. We're gonna hit level 15, and then we're gonna call it a day for the stream, because Uncle's been streaming for 3.5 hours, and it's been a long day for Uncle. Yeah, 3.5 hours. It's a long day, huh? And then,
We get to sit all day.
well, for the stream, yeah, but it's still a lot of work. Because I get to talk to all these guys. You want to say hi to everybody?
No.
Oh, you better be nice and say hi to everybody. All you gotta do is wave and say hello.
You actually usually do something for people to come and make a video with you. You can do that.
That takes a lot of money to have somebody come and do a video with me. That's pretty expensive because depending on where they live, you gotta fly them in, get them a hotel room. That's a lot of work. Really expensive. I don't think your $5 is gonna cover that.
You can work. Well, you can get a lot of money, save it, don't buy anything. You can only buy food, and then you can save up and just get. You can get that.
That is true. I could do that, couldn't I? But then they'd also have to bring their computer. Oh, hey, look, we hit level 15.
You can buy one for them.
Why would I buy them a computer?
And then they can take it home.
That's a lot of stuff you're asking me to do there, kid. It'd be really cool if I could do it, though.
Dark lady.
If the Strawberry Squad doing it, but the
What would you ask of death?
Mr. Exotic doing it.
Yeah, but those guys probably make thousands of dollars a video. I'm not even close to that yet.
Make more videos.
I do that every day.
How many subscribers do you have?
How many subscribers do I have? Right now, I think we're at 8,195 subscribers. What's so funny?
No. I'd be surprised that you got that much subscribers.
What's that supposed to mean? Well, how many subscribers do you think I should have?
A lot.
Well, what's a lot?
500,000.
500,000. That is a lot.
Yeah.
I'll get there one day, I'm sure. Yeah, so much just running around stuff to turn in here. Alright, is that all the turn-inables here? I don't think so. It's the Flight Master guy. Okay. Alrighty, y'all. So that is where I'm going to end it for today. We will continue on with this this particular character. I'm not 1,000% sure when like what day we'll continue this guy. It might be tomorrow, it might be Monday, it might be Tuesday. I don't know yet. I'll figure it out. But as soon as I know, I will let you guys know what the schedule is. I'm gonna play around with like what days we do what, and then once I have a schedule put together, I'll let you know, and we'll move on from there. But other than that, I will catch you guys in the next one. Stay safe out there, have fun, and as always, stay legendary.
Bye.
Peace out, heroes. Bye. Second, heroes. You're so mean to people. Oh my goodness. All right, I'll catch you guys later. Have fun, be safe, stay legendary. Peace out.